is already covered, but there are few points which still need to be cleared at this stage. Now, quickly, if you recall, we have started the the discussion in inventory management by making you understand that why inventory is important, and then we started by discussing that what is the role, what are the roles that inventory management or inventory played in an organization. Then we talk about the various types of cost involved. Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So then we discussed about the various types of cost involved in inventory management, which are primarily three types of cost. The two types of graph which I have shown you needs proper attention, because these are the graphs which are always referred to whenever there is a discussion on inventory management. So you have to keep in mind the two graphs which we have discussed. Then we have talked about the calculation of economic order quantity, and for the calculation of economic order quantity I told you that we have the model which we call it as basic EOQ model, which gives you the formula of EOQ, and it also helps us in calculating the total cost of inventory. In the last class, we have discussed another modified model, and that modified model is a discounting model, where the interesting part is that we don't have a single EOQ, rather than we have a EOQ for each discounting scheme, each discounting level. So for each discounting level, we have to calculate the EOQ or economic order quantity, and then we decide that which is the final EOQ for us. So up till there, we have discussed, and I discussed with you a numerical example of a discounting model of inventory management. Today, today I would like to shift your focus towards another important calculation which is related to inventory management. Uh, Many of us, when we talk about inventory management, they question a very fundamental assumption of EOQ model, and that assumption is that how could it be possible that the demand is so certain, whereas if we go back to our basics, especially the basics of economics, we all know that demand is at time uncertain also. Now, when there is an element of uncertainty, how can we accurately estimate the reorder point or other calculations of inventory management? So today I would like to touch upon, we are not going into very technical details of that, because that technical detail you will learn it when you opt operations management in your third semester and fourth semester. Then you will learn some specific papers of operation management, but I would like to touch upon clarifying some of the concept of inventory management, why uh, incorporating the uncertainty in demand. So I'm sharing my PowerPoint presentation to make you understand it better. So my dear students, uh, if you recall the formula for reorder point, the formula for reorder point, as I have already discussed it with you, is nothing but daily demand, that is small d, multiplied with the lead time, which is capital L. So capital L and small d, if you multiply, you will get the reorder point as per the formula suggested by basic EOQ model. I am again and again saying basic EOQ model, because one of the assumption of EOQ model, basic EOQ model, is that the demand is certain. So there is no element of uncertainty. However, actually speaking, the demand is not certain. There can be some variation, there can be some fluctuation in the demand. Now, how do we incorporate that fluctuation in the demand? That is the important point. So due to this reason, due to this uncertainty, there is a modification in ROP, that is reorder point formula. And the formula which is there on the slide, if you are able to read the slide, it is nothing but small d into capital L, 1 by 2 into small d, 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 1 by 2 into sm plus SS. So this plus SS is nothing but we call it as safety stock. So we have a new term, safety stock. So what is the safety stock? The safety stock is an extra amount that we always keep so that we can incorporate or we can mitigate ourselves from any fluctuation in the demand. ये वो सेफ्टी स्टॉक होता है जो एक्स्ट्रा क्वांटिटी हम लेके चलते हैं उस कंडीशन में जबकि हमें अनसर्टेनिटी का डर होता है कि डिमांड बढ़ेगी या घटेगी और वो अनसर्टेनिटी एग्जिस्ट करती है. तो वी ऑलवेज कैरी अ सेफ्टी स्टॉक. So this is a safety stock which is quite a simple, concept. I am saying quite a simple concept. Imagine that you are organizing an event in the department and you are organizing it in our conference room. Suppose our conference room has a sitting capacity of 75 students, 75 participants. But you are not very sure. The possibility could be that there would be 82 or 84 or 85 attendees or participants or students. लेकिन वहाँ पे सिर्फ 75 है. तो हम क्या करते हैं, साइड से या कहीं और बैकअप में 10 सीट्स का अरेंजमेंट रखते हैं. इन केस if there the number of participant exceeds the 75, we can fulfill. So that extra chair 5 to 10 is safety stock that we always carry. So same is true with the general inventory concept, that you can place your order by simply calculating it with small d multiplied by capital L, but at the same time you remember that we have to add a component which we call the safety stock. Now the entire discussion revolves around the concept of safety stock. How do we estimate this safety stock? That is the most important concept that we have to understand. I would like to tell you this concept of safety stock with some very fundamental example. पहले हम बिल्कुल एक सिंपल एग्जाम्पल लेंगे. उस क्वेश्चन के अंदर हम आप स्मॉल डी, कैपिटल एल और सेफ्टी स्टॉक तीनों चीजें देंगे. हम तीनों चीजें आपको उसमें देंगे पहले. ठीक है, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ कि मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि वी विल कंसिडर अ वेरी स्मॉल एग्जाम्पल, वेरी फंडामेंटल एग्जाम्पल, whereby we will give you the value of small d, that is daily demand. We will give you the lead time, capital L, and we also give you the value of safety stock, so that you can understand the formula of ROP, which is D into L plus safety stock. Let's see the small example which I am sharing with you. Now, this example, please don't see the entire calculation which is mentioned here. I don't want that you should focus on that part of the calculation because we have not discussed that part till now. Imagine that you have an ROP, reorder point of 50 units. That is, this has been calculated by using the formula D into L. So D into L gives you the ROP 50 units. आप ऊपर देख रहे हैं ROP 50 units लिखा हुआ है. Keep it as it is. If we have the ROP 50 units, which is small d into capital L, and we have estimated the safety stock as 20 units. अगर हमने estimate किया है कुछ calculations करके और safety stock 20 units आ रहा है, तो what is the final ROP? I'm again repeating that small d into capital L is given to you as 50 and safety stock is 20 units. So what is the final ROP that we have to place it here? कितना होना चाहिए ROP?
70 sir. 70.
बिल्कुल ठीक. 70, 50 plus 20. So 70 plus 20 is the extra that we need to carry, which is a safety stock. And ROP, which is calculated by small d into capital L, is already given to you as 50. 50 plus 20, 70. That is the final ROP. That is, place our order when the inventory level reduced to 70 units. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ आप कंसेप्चुअली आरओपी को समझ चुके हैं अब तक. आरओपी वो क्वांटिटी होती है जहां पर हमें ऑर्डर प्लेस करना होता है. जब हम कहीं काम करना शुरू करते हैं तो हमारे पास इन्वेंटरी का एक लेवल होता है. जैसे जैसे हम काम करते हैं एनर्जी कंज्यूम होती है, राइट. and we have to place the order. अब हम इन्वेंट्री के जीरो होने का वेट नहीं करते, बल्कि हम एक पॉइंट पर उसको ऑर्डर को प्लेस करते हैं और वही पॉइंट कहलाता है रीऑर्डर पॉइंट. रीऑर्डर पॉइंट conventionally or ideally it's a small d into capital L, but we know the fact that the factual situation is that there is some uncertainty. That uncertainty can be reduced by adding safety stock. In this question, the safety stock we have taken as 20, so the final ROP is coming out to be 70. But as I've already discussed it with you, that the entire discussion here revolves around the safety stock. ये सेफ्टी स्टॉक क्या होता है, कैसे कैलकुलेट होता है, ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन है जो आपके साथ अभी करना है. एक्सपर्ट हैव सजेस्टेड वन मेथड ऑफ एस्टिमेटिंग द सेफ्टी स्टॉक. व्हाट इज दैट मेथड? आप जानते हैं कि जहां पर भी अनसर्टेनिटी का एलिमेंट होता है, आई एम रिपीटिंग माय क्वेश्चन, wherever there is an element of uncertainty, we include a mathematical concept. Will you please tell me which area of mathematics or statistics I will have to include in the discussion so that I can calculate the uncertainty? Yes, please.
Probability.
बिल्कुल सही आपने कहा, बिल्कुल सही आप लोग सोचा आपने. जब भी कहीं भी अनसर्टेनिटी का कोई एलिमेंट होता है तो उसको कैटर करने के लिए सिर्फ एक कंसेप्ट है हमारे पास, वो है प्रोबेबिलिटी. राइट, वी हैव प्रोबेबिलिटी, सो वी हैव टू इंक्लूड. अब प्रोबेबिलिटी तो बहुत बड़ा एरिया है. Which area of probability we have to include here? Now let us come to more specifics. If I am talking about probability, so we have already discussed and we told you about probability. One very important area of probability is, yes, which area of probability we have to apply here? बताएं, anybody out of you, which area of probability we have to apply? Yes. Shall I apply the basic formula of probability? Hello?
So distributions, various
Right.
distributions.
Right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Whenever we have to apply the concept, we have to consider the distribution. Now you are coming to the point. Experts have suggested that uncertainty in demand can be assumed as a normal probability distribution. यानी डिमांड में जो उतार चढ़ाव होता है, डिमांड पे जो फ्लक्चुएशन आते हैं, आप उसको नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की तरह से ट्रीट कर सकते हैं. द मोमेंट आई यूज दिस वर्ड नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, you and to understand that all the calculations of normal probability distributions are done by using the formula which includes the mean value, which include the standard deviation and which include the calculation of z. तो अब क्विकली अगर आप रिकॉल करें तो आपको याद आएगा कि नॉर्मल प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में मीन वैल्यू व्हिच इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय म्यू, द स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन व्हिच इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय रो, the z value calculate, which we calculate with the help of this mu and standard deviation. These are some of the very fundamental part of normal probability distribution. अब सवाल ये है कि इस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को हम सेफ्टी स्टॉक के कैलकुलेशन में कहाँ पे लगाएंगे? In order to make it more clear, I would like to show you a diagram. मैं इस बात को और वाज़ेह और क्लियर करने के लिए आपके सामने एक डायग्राम दिखा रहा हूँ, जरा उसको आप देखें और कुछ समझ पाएंगे आप इस बात से. Can you just refer to this diagram? I hope this diagram is clear. This diagram is clear? May I have attention, please? Am I audible? Okay, okay. आप देखिए, आप उस पोर्शन को देखिए जो सेफ्टी स्टॉक का लिखा हुआ है और उससे पहले जो लिखा हुआ है. आप देख रहे हैं कि वहाँ पे हमने डायग्राम से उसे बताया है कि वो जो पोर्शन है ग्राफ का, वो जो डिमांड का पोर्शन है, which is this, if represented by a bell-shaped diagram, which indicate that this portion of the demand can be treated as normally distributed. Demand का ये पार्ट जो कि लीड टाइम के अंदर आए, ये एज्यूम किया जाता है कि नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है। और फिर यहाँ से एक्सपर्ट ने फॉर्मूला सजेस्ट किया है कि सेफ्टी स्टॉक इज नथिंग बट इट इज द मल्टीप्लिकेशन टू थिंग्स। Repeating, the expert that safety stock is nothing but it is a product of Z by the standard deviation. Z is this, that is nothing calculate normal probability distribution. And what is this rho or sigma? This sigma is nothing but it is a standard deviation of the demand that is the standard deviation. This is the fundamental formula which we consider during now, as usual, the best way to understand this calculation is understand it better. Let me change the slide. Now, see this question which is there. Some technical data I mentioned. Yeah, this is we have. Can you read the data which is given in this question? Here we have the average demand. It's already given to you as 350 kits. Right? So average demand is already given, that is 350 kits. During the lead time, it is already mentioned to you. So 350 kits is this one. Then we have the standard deviation, because we assume that the demand during lead time is normally distributed. So we have the standard deviation which is coming out to be 10. Z is the value which we need to calculate. यहाँ थोड़ा सा आपको Z को समझना होगा कि ये what is the Z? Z is at 95% probability. So Z at 95% probability, जब हमने उसको टेबल से देखा तो the value is coming out to be 1.65. आप इसको अभी फिलहाल इतना टेक्निकली इसको इतना समझिए कि Z is nothing but is the probability at the value of Z at 95% probability. But when we refer to normal distribution table, the value of Z is coming out to be 1.65. Now the value is coming out to be 1.65. You multiply it with 10. As you know, the safety stock will become 1.65 into 10, 16.5. So this is 16.5. And final reorder point is what? Reorder point is demand into lead time, that is 350, which is already given, plus 16.5. 367 is the final answer. And you just go through this calculation and that will help you to understand it better. Yes. Any doubt, any question from your side? I want that you should seek clarification so that I can explain you. ये क्लियर है आपको कि reorder point is the demand during lead time, average demand during lead time plus the safety stock. हमें यहाँ पे D into L का फॉर्मूला लगाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. We are not able, we do not need to have the formula of D into L because average demand ऑलरेडी गिवन था हमारे पास 350. ये एवरेज डिमांड है, डेली डिमांड नहीं है, ये कंफ्यूज मत होइएगा. दिस इज एवरेज डिमांड ड्यूरिंग लीड टाइम. इट्स ऑलरेडी गिवन 350 किट्स, so that is D into L is already given 350 kits. Now safety stock we need to calculate. You know the formula of safety stock, Z into standard deviation. Z value हमें क्वेश्चन में दे रखी है 1.65 from the table. Standard deviation is already given 10 kits. हमने उसे मल्टीप्लाई किया, we get it 16.5. And the final answer is 350 plus 16.5, that is 367 kits. Is the best reorder point incorporating the uncertainty in the demand. Yes. बताएं, कोई कंफ्यूजन? कनिष्का?
Sir, I'm trying to understand.
Okay. Usman?
Yes, sir. From my side, I think it's clear.
Things are clear. Okay.
Yes, sir. But I still don't know why we are adding these two. I mean, when we multiplied Z with standard deviation.
I'm sorry?
Why? What?
I'm sorry? What is the question?
No, sir. I mean, it's not exactly connected to the topic. I'm just wondering why we are adding when we multiply Z with standard deviation. Then why we are adding this to the stock? But the form it's written in the formula, so I guess I have to learn it.
No. You understand this point that reorder point here is the average demand during lead time plus the safety stock.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see the first half, safety stock. Because
Yes,
we are considering probability distribution, so safety stock we have to use it. We have to calculate it by using the formula Z into standard deviation. We need to have this standard deviation. Standard deviation is already given in the question, 10 kits. We have to understand Z value. Z we are taking it at 95% probability level, and which from the table comes out to be 1.65. हमने दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया and we get the safety stock as 16.5 kits, which if you want you can round it off to 17 kits. Now final reorder point is the average demand plus the safety stock. Yes, Laiba, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. Sir, area under the curve of 95%, ये 1.65 कैसे आया है?
अच्छा, ये जानना चाहते हो तो मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ. See here. If you want to see this table, see this line. Yeah, this is what we have. Now, this is a normal distribution curve, as you all know. You are seeing a portion which is white and you are seeing a portion which is shaded. The portion which is white, right, is 95%. Right, clear? This is 95%. Now,
Yes, sir.
This 95% and remaining 5% is the shaded portion. That is something else. Now we are taking Z during this period. हम Z की वो वैल्यू ले रहे हैं which falls under this white area. Now if you take this Z from this wide area, you know, आपने इससे पहले भी इस बात को किया है कि हम Z की वैल्यू निकालेंगे. We have to calculate the value of Z, x minus mu upon standard deviation. तो जब हम यहाँ पे x की वैल्यू रखेंगे और स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन और मीन की वैल्यू रखेंगे, so we have this Z. तो इस पोर्शन को, ये आपको क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है कि इस पोर्शन को रिप्रेजेंट किया जा रहा है, यानी व्हाइट पोर्शन जो है ये 95% है, एंड दिस 95% गिव्स यू द वैल्यू ऑफ Z 1.65. जो Z है ये इस वाइट पोर्शन का रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, which is 1.65. Right? From there we get this Z.
Okay, sir. Sir, white portion Z की वो 1.65 वैल्यू है.
5% नहीं, 95%. अब ये भी आपको एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ कि 95% मीन्स availability of probability is 95%. And what is 5%? Non-availability of probability, non-availability of inventory. So non-availability of inventory means stock out, shortage. तो 95% तो इस बात के चांसेस हैं कि इन्वेंट्री अवेलेबल रहेगी. 5% इस बात के चांसेस हैं कि इन्वेंट्री शॉर्ट हो सकती है. हम Z की वो वैल्यू ले रहे हैं जब हम ये मान रहे हैं कि Z 95% यानी इन्वेंट्री अवेलेबल रहेगी. So we are taking Z corresponding to that region where we are assuming that the probability is that the inventory is available. So Z is with respect to 95% level, and which is coming out to be 1.65 from the diagram, from the table. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I've started by giving you a very important concept of safety stock. Why there is a consideration for safety stock? The reason is very simple, because we believe that actually the demand is uncertain, not certain. The reorder point can not only be simply D into L, rather than reorder point is D into L plus safety stock. और जब हम ये मान रहे हैं कि it is due to uncertainty, so we include the concept of probability distribution, and that to normal probability distribution. From there, we get safety stock equal to Z into standard deviation. And that is what the whole basis of the calculation of safety stock under probabilistic condition. And reorder point will become D into L plus safety stock, that is D into L plus Z into standard deviation. Is this concept is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, Dr. Lame, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Dr. Lame, now you can discuss the assignment part and the rest of the things that you would like to share.
Okay, sir. Sir, I was also asked your permission to share one example, which I have also seen.
Please.
So actually, this concept of safety stock is very relevant and important for the industry because, for example, in Addax Optifiber Limited, there was one raw material known as nylon, and nylon was actually very costly, and it takes 3 days minimum, right from ordering nylon to receiving the from factory. तो 3 दिन का lead time था. तो आफ्टर एवरी मंथ और 30th और द लास्ट डे ऑफ एवरी मंथ तो स्टॉक देखा जाता था कितना स्टॉक रह गया है, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट अगर 30 तारीख को स्टॉक हमें रिप्लेनिश करना है तो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि 3 डेज तो लीड टाइम होगा ही होगा, लेकिन वी कांट टेक चांसेस एवरी टाइम, और हमें कुछ ज़्यादा मतलब वैसे टेक्निकली देखा जाए तो अगर 3 दिन का उसका लीड टाइम है तो हम 27 तारीख में ऑर्डर कर सकते थे एंड वी कैन रिसीव द प्रोडक्ट ऑन 30th ऑफ एवरी मंथ. बट यू नीड टू बी वेरी श्योर बिकॉज यू नेवर नो ड्यूरिंग ट्रांसपोर्टेशन व्हाट hiccups or roadblocks may come. So what they used to do, our supply chain manager used to order at 24th or 23rd of every month, and based on that they calculate that if at all the order is delayed by next 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, they should have a safety stock for the production, so production should not stop. So what they are doing, they are actually technically they can order on 27th of every month, but they used to order on 23rd and 24th of every month, keeping in mind the lead times as well as the safety stock that they used to have. So that is, and the chances, of course, as sir has rightly pointed out, because they are not sure, although 3 days is the lead time, but they are not sure whether it will take 5 days or 6 days. So they try to understand that 95% chances should be there that the product should reach us within 3 to 5 days. So 95% chances they used to take, and based on that they at least have a safety stock of 3 days. तो अगर 3 दिन की डिले भी हो जाएगी तो the production machines will not stop because of a shortage of raw material. It will keep running. So that was one of the practical example I have seen in of safety stock in my factory. Sir.
No, that's a very relevant example that you have shared. So with this example, I think it is clear to all of you that what we are talking is not theoretical. और आप समझ ही सकते हैं कि that is why probability is included. So it's
always probability is always included, and I have seen these same calculations for calculating the reorder point. And as I've told you that rightly pointed out, that you have pointed out that 95 they always take 95% confidence level that the product will reach them before 3 to 5 days.
Availability is 95%, and 5% is the chance of stock out. That's
5%, of course, because they never know. Because one time what happens in the company which was providing nylon, they have a fire breakdown there, so there were 1 month shortages for order. Ultimately, what happened? Those who have stock of nylon, they actually use this tactics of higher prices and all. But that was 5%, of course. Chance of 5% something happened to that factory. Otherwise, 95% of the times the product will reach in the stipulated time.
okay. Thank you. So you may please carry on.
Yes,
with
sir.
some news about.
Sure, sir. Thank you, Asif, sir. Students, as you all have, understood the concept of inventory management and the concept of economic order quantity, there was one discounting model that sir must have discussed with you all. So, sir and I have created one assignment for you, the second assignment, so that it could be submitted by you, and during this at the last date is October 10, 2021, so that you may have ample amount of time, and the calculations are not that much problematic. It's quite easy. If you have understood the formula, it will be very easy for you to understand that what we are actually asking you to do. And this assignment is it is customized. Sir, if you stop your screen share, I will share the screen with the students. Okay. Just a moment. Let me. Okay, students. So I hope the screen is visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, as you can see that you have already done the price discounting model of inventory management. This is the same model, same question, but with this different perspective. This is an example of a pharmaceutical company who is actually uses a chemical compound, and that usage of 800 kgs per month has been shown to you. And the holding cost is X%, and the ordering cost is $Y per order. What is this X and what is this Y? If you see at the bottom of your screen, for the holding cost, that is X, it will be last 2 digits of your university enrollment number. For example, if your enrollment number is BB5519, then X will be 19%. And if the Y is your faculty roll number, for example, if your faculty roll number is 19 MBA40, then Y is $40 per order. So with this, each and every one of you will have a different holding cost. Each and every one of you will have a different ordering cost. You know that how a price discounting model, what is the formula, etc. They have already been told by Asif sir. You may find the respective notes on our web page of Faculty of Management Studies and Research, and in my web page as well. And you can download that notes and you can use that particular formula. Quantity has been given to you. Holding cost has been provided. Ordering cost has been provided. These are the 4 questions A, B, C, and D that you need to answer. So this is a customized, question, and for each and every student, since the roll number might be different or your enrollment number will be completely different, so the answer will be different for each and every individual. So I hope you are able to understand what this X and Y means and how to calculate X and Y.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll be sharing this file in the Google Classroom, and as you can see that the October 10 will be the last date of submission. And in case of you need any more clarification, that can be asked in the next class, coming class. I have also attached few practice questions that you don't need to submit. These practice questions are based on the economic order quantity as well, and you demand and holding cost, and these other examples have been shared. You may do for your own understanding of this concept, and that will be very good. Hello. I hope this is clear, and these questions are not to be submitted, but you need to submit only one question, that is their compulsory question, and the last date of submission is October 10, 2021. If there any confusion, please let me know, and we can discuss through WhatsApp as well, and you need to submit on Google Classroom only. Hope it is clear.
It's clear.
Okay, so I'll be sharing the link, and you are requested to kindly drop in your attendance on the chat box. So after the dropping your attendance, you may kindly leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.